Kitchen catastrophes.
That's our story?
Actually, a whole episode.
And we're not talking just like fallen souffles and burnt flans here.
No, these are real disasters.
So what are we doing?
Well, I'll give you a hint. You've got a source of ignition. You've got a fuel, think biodiesel. Add to that the air that you breathe, and you've got a grease fire.
We're doing grease fires.
More specifically, that trying to extinguish a grease fire with a cup of water will cause a 30-foot fireball.
That sounds genuinely tasty. Let's dig in.
Grease fires are no laughing matter. Every year they cost millions of dollars and claim hundreds of lives. But are these facts and figures fact or fiction? Can it really be true that a mere 8 ounces of water poured over a grease blaze will kickstart a 30-foot fireball? Or is it just a flash in the pan?
Always the costumes with you.
I'm just dressed and ready for whatever the plan might be. What is it?
We set up a stove. We set up a 30-foot scale behind it. We put oil on the stove, heat it until it burns, introduce 8 ounces of water to it, and stand back.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Adam's in a hurry to light a fire under this myth. Luckily, they'll be under adult supervision.
In our ongoing quest to get some quality playtime with every single fire department within a 50-mile radius of MythBusters, we've come today to the South San Francisco Fire Department's training facility where they've agreed to let us set some grease fires.
But before Adam fans the flames of his pyromania, he's taking on his acrophobia.
This is just as much fun as it looks. It's also as scary as it looks.
3 stories up, he's setting up their homemade benchmark scale.
This scale right here is 30 feet tall, and the myth says that we're supposed to get a fireball 30 feet tall. This will tell us if that's correct. Personally, it strikes me as a little ambitious.
It sure seems like a tall order, but the guys are cooking up their own version of this mythical kitchen catastrophe, and they've lined up all the ingredients.
So what we've got here is a frying pan full of 2 quarts of oil. We got a thermistor to check how hot it's getting. We got 8 ounces of water to dump on it once we catch it on fire, and we got a gauge to tell us if the fireball we get is in fact 30 feet tall.
2 quarts of canola oil and some water, 30 feet fireball. No, I don't think so.
Well, there's only one way to find out. For the first of 3 oils, canola, it's flame on.
We're good to go, Adam.
It's heating up fast.
You hungry?
I am. Let's cook up some shrimp.
How about some fried water?
Perfect. Let's do it.
With the stove cranked up, the temperature soon follows.
515 degrees, and it's only been like 6 minutes. This is nice and fast.
100 degrees later on, and the canola reaches its flash point, the temperature at which it can start to burn.
Oh, I saw a little bit of fire. Did you see that? We're past the flash point.
But once it gets to 680 degrees, it reaches a state called auto-ignition, where it's going to burst into flame, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
600 and how much?
645.
Oh, we're close to the auto ignition point.
And I see flame on it.
All right. I'd say that's a grease fire.
Yep, that's a grease fire, all right. And every fire safety rule in the land says do not do what Adam's about to. But how bad can it really be?
All right, canola oil, putting out a grease fire in my kitchen, perhaps unwisely, in 3, 2, 1. Wow! That was a hell of a thing.
It was.
Proof, if it was needed, grease is the word.
I was a little surprised at how large the fire was that came off of this. I'm glad we set this thing up remotely, because we would have had a problem if we were doing it right next to the stove, like most people would.
That exceeded all of my expectations. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm kind of gobsmacked by how energetic that was.
Sure, it's an horrific fireball, but before we get too carried away, let's not forget, the myth says with 8 ounces of water, it should go 30 feet.
12,
15 feet. Oh my God, 20 feet.
That's still 10 feet or 30% short. But the guys aren't done yet. A closer look at exactly what's going on, and you can see why this myth may just be possible.
Well, that water went from, room temperature to all of a sudden the temperature of the oil, which was around 700 or 800 degrees. That means it turned to steam. Now, when water turns to steam, it expands up to around 1,600 times the volume. That expansion was actually an explosion that exploded upward out of this pan, carrying all this oil along with it. And since everything's so hot, it all just becomes a big fireball.
But will it be big enough? One thing's for sure, the MythBusters are going to do everything they can to push the feisty fireball to its utter limits.
I guess you shouldn't do that.
No. Let's do it again.
Not all kitchen fires should be doused with water, as Adam and Jamie have just found out.
Oh my God, 20 feet.
But the myth they're testing says 8 ounces of water can cause a 30-foot-high inferno. Canola oil peaked at only 20. Ugh. So next up, it's peanut oil.
So the auto ignition point of peanut oil is over 200 degrees hotter than the auto ignition point of canola oil. Will that translate to a more energetic fireball that's even bigger than the last one? I don't know, but my intuition says yes.
Once the peanut oil is heated to 850 degrees, it's time to put Adam's intuition to the test.
I think we should just do it.
All right, here we go. This is water poured on a peanut oil fire on your stove in 3, 2, 1. I felt that from here.
Yeah.
That was 30 feet, man. I watched it. That was 30 feet.
The peanut oil gave us a nice big ball of fire, and it went up 30 feet. So I guess the myth is true. It's time to go home.
Whoa there, Jamie. Not so fast.
Up she goes.
Are you sure?
5 feet,
Really, really sure
15.
that the actual fireball went up 30 feet?
Yeah, I don't think that's quite 30 feet.
Yeah, the smoke kind of got up that high, but it looks to me like it's maybe 25 at best.
Maybe, yeah. It's more like 20.
Looks like Jamie will be working a full day after all, as test 3 beckons.
Now, if you know us, we're sticklers for detail. Even if you don't believe that we're sticklers for detail, we are sticklers for bigger fireballs. So if we don't get 30 feet out of Lard, we're gonna have to figure something out to get that 30-foot fireball.
So let's meet today's third and final contestant.
It's not only delicious and nutritious, but it's flammable.
Sure, lard has lots of great qualities.
Lard.
But is one of them fueling a 30-foot kitchen fireball?
You think I should go?
I think you should go.
Okay, a seemingly harmless glass of water on a flaming pan of lard. And 3, 2, 1. That's a sizzle.
It's a nice try, but no cigar. But the lard still got one more shot in its fire locker. And Jamie proves once again that when it comes to dousing fires, who you gonna call?
Fire keeps coming back.
Not MythBusters.
It's laughing at you. Fire says, is that all you got? Check this out. Fire's like, go away. That's cool.
With no fireball reaching 30 feet, the myth's looking a bit far-fetched. But rest assured, the fireworks ain't over yet.
You know, that may be like the worst thing I've ever seen in any kind of kitchen, but it's also kind of beautiful. I mean, that was a fun day.
Yeah, we got 3 nice big fireballs, but no 30 feet. I think we got a little more work to do.
I think you're right.
It's a fact that most home fires start on stoves.
Ignorance is the cause of panic when fire breaks out.
But it's looking like fiction that 8 ounces of water on a grease fire equals a 30-foot fireball.
That's not 30.
However, all is not lost. In order to get that super-sized mythical fireball, they're going to downsize the experiment and experiment with pot shapes.
We're still in the fire training center, but this time in a fireproof room. We're going down in scale with our oil and water experiments to find out what we need to go up in scale. We're going to use some cute little pots and pans like this to create some cute little kitchen conflagrations, all in an effort to create that elusive 30-foot high fireball.
So get set for mayhem in miniature. Will the physical dimensions of the pan make a difference to the height of the fireball?
So our scale experiment is pretty much ready to go. I've got several other types of frying pans and Jamie's beret liner just to find out which shape we think is most energetic.
Just like their large-scale outdoor tests, they've got a gauge behind the stove that will measure the fireball heights. Now, although the oil-to-water ratio is the same as their earlier tests, 8-to-1,
Okay, that's 8 teaspoons full of oil.
Adam's worried the miniature amounts may be too small.
All right, well, now we need 1 teaspoon up there.
So first up, it's a quick fireball test to see if the mini-me measure will still do the job.
Here we go. Scale kitchen conflagration, 1 teaspoon of water. Wow!
Yep, it's frightening stuff. Even a tiny amount of water can still cause a kitchen catastrophe.
I think we're gonna need a smaller scale. Well, we are continuing to discover that there is, I think the scientific term is crap load, a crap load of energy inherent in cooking oil when you heat it up and then add water to it.
But that energy does mean their tiny teaspoon scale is a good enough yardstick to test the pot shapes. First up, the wok. Will its oval shape help focus the flame?
This is 1 teaspoon of water and 8 teaspoons of peanut oil in a wok. 3, 2, 1.
Next, a standard pot.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
And finally, a stovepipe-shaped pot.
Jamie lights the fire.
Maybe it will act like a cannon and direct the blast upwards.
Here we go.
Okay, go. Pretty much the same.
Yeah, that wasn't bigger than the pot, was it?
No.
Darn it!
With all their pot tests delivering similar results, it's bad news for the myth. Because even if they'd used different pan shapes in their earlier tests, it wouldn't have enlarged their great balls of fire.
So far, it looks like pot shape doesn't really matter. So the idea of 8 ounces of water creating a 30-foot fireball is, well, busted. The only thing left to try from here is adding more water, and we'll see what we get.
So with the pot size out of contention,
There we go.
the boys are going to see if throwing more water on the flaming oil will provoke a more furious flame.
Last time we did 8-to-1. This time we're going to do 4-to-1, and we'll ramp it up from there.
So will twice the ratio of water shoot the flames twice as high?
I think we're gonna get a bigger poof of a fireball. There we
There we
go.
go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hard to say if that was bigger. It was at least as big.
But as big is not big enough. They want bigger and better fireballs. So the boys up the water volume again, 2-to-1. Half as much water as oil.
3, 2, 1.
It's getting better, but there's room for one final test. Equal parts oil and water.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Clearly, there's not much in it, but the guys feel that there is some improvement at the higher ratios.
I don't know, man. It's really close, but if I had to call the ideal ratio of water to oil, I'd say it's either the 2-to-1 or the 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, I'd make the same call, but you know, it is kind of like making the decision as to whether you want to be well done or really well done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in either of them.
No.
But will that marginal difference make a difference in full scale? Will they finally fire up the mythical 30-foot fireball? Can 8 ounces of water on a grease fire throw up a 30-foot fireball? The myth says yes. But so far, Adam and Jamie have only managed 20 feet.
No 30 feet. I think we got a little more work to do.
So they've ditched the 8-ounce idea.
Wow!
And are now seeing if any amount of water can launch a super-sized 30-foot fireball. In tooling up for their outdoor testing, Jamie's found the mother of all burners, while Adam's been using his time to make flames of a slightly different nature.
How much do you think Jamie's gonna hate this?
Jamie, dude, I made a sign for our kitchen. What do you think?
Yeah, of course you did.
What did I tell you?
With the Heinemann seal of approval, it's time for the boys to pack up everything
And
and head out to a dusty wasteland. If this isn't the middle of nowhere, you can probably see it from here.
so we've come back to commune with the windmills at Waste Management's Altamont landfill. And while you may see a desolate landscape surrounded by alternative energy, I see a kitchen about to incur its own worst-case scenario.
With the full-scale arsonist's dream kitchen in place,
What could be wrong with my cooking?
they're almost ready to fire up the big one.
Okay, and tip.
That's perfect.
The only thing left to do is to erect a 30-foot yardstick, and they can launch their test.
It's really droopy.
I know, it's gonna, well, we can reset.
Maybe easier said than done.
Whoa!
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
That's what we call a zero property damage oops moment. Luckily, no one's hurt.
About now would be a really good time to take a commercial break. Adam, take it away.
You've been experimenting in your mom's kitchen, haven't you? I know I did. Aren't you tired of hiding the evidence? Well, with our new experimental kitchen design, those days are past. It's location independent, so it can be dropped even in a field in the middle of nowhere. With separate hookups for power, natural gas, and water, it can take your imagination to its wildest extremes. The toy everyone's gonna want this Christmas is the MythBusters Extreme Kitchen.
Welcome back. With the Extreme Kitchen Tower back up,
That looks pretty straight to me.
at last it's time to see if water plus a grease fire can ever equal a 30-foot high fireball. With the small-scale results in mind, they've got a regular stock pot at a 2-to-1 ratio of ingredients. 2 quarts of oil to 1 quart of water.
There's a pretty stiff wind out here, so I'm reckoning that we're not gonna get 30 feet straight up, but we might get 30 feet sideways, and that's what the myth says, 30 feet. It didn't say straight up.
Ah, that's our Jamie. Always one to move the goalposts.
I want a 30-foot fireball, a genuine, bona fide, dyed-in-the-wool, homegrown 30-foot fireball.
This is it, the final countdown for the ultimate disaster test. Will the worst-case scenario for a kitchen fireball meet Adam's high hopes?
Okay, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
That was 30 feet.
That was 30 feet. Nicely done.
It looked good from here, with 2 quarts oil and 1 quart water. That's 4 times the original amount they used. Have they finally cracked it?
It worked.
It works beautifully. That was one 30-foot high fireball from average amounts of cooking materials and regular old kitchenware.
And I particularly like the apron on fire. It was a nice touch that we got with that.
I'm glad you like that.
And the final verdict from the high-speed referee,
There it goes.
Yep.
Yeah,
28, 29, 30.
easily 30. That's a lot of fire out of a little pot of oil.
at last, it's mission accomplished. 8 ounces of water can't give you a 30-foot fireball, but a quart sure can.
2 parts oil, 1 part water. We got the fireball we were looking for. I could see it well above the 30-foot marker. It's there.
I will now regard making French fries with the same fear I have for using a table saw. But as far as the 30-foot fireball from 8 ounces of water dumped in oil, it's a no-go. It's busted.
Busted it may be, but Jamie's not done yet. He's had a bizarre idea on how to escalate this kitchen catastrophe to the max.
This is what I came up with. A can of soup stock. What if that was sitting on a shelf above your stove and happened to fall into that pot of burning oil?
When you turn up the heat on a sealed can, the results are dynamite. So it may be just the thing to take this fireball to a whole new level. Because when Jamie's can of liquid falls into 800-degree oil, as sure as shooting, it's going to explode.
Now, we've already seen what happens when you pour water into the oil. Imagine what's going to happen when it enters the oil from pretty much underneath, all in like a 1/10 of a second. It's going to be spectacular.
And incredibly volatile, just how they like it.
I think we're close. Okay, we're gonna drop it in.
When you take cover.
It's the moment of truth.
That's gonna happen quick, I think. Pressure's building. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
That was nice.
Ah, the sweet, deep-fried smell of success. Their mini-me depth charge has shot up over 100 feet of fireball, left a beautiful MythBusters trademark, and created the ultimate kitchen nightmare. When you're all lit up, use an extinguisher.
Good show, Llewellyn. I'll take 2.
And never fight a grease fire with water. But is it really? Never. Can you ever use water to put out a grease fire?
Yes, I know, viewers of MythBusters Extreme Kitchen, you want to know, and so do I, is there any amount of water that can successfully extinguish a catastrophic grease fire in your kitchen? I have a way to answer this. Jamie doesn't know what it is yet, and I think you're going to like it.
To see if Adam's plan holds water, they first need to refurbish their severely singed kitchen. Sure, it may look pretty, but every item added is more fuel for a cataclysmic kitchen fire. And will make any inferno doubly difficult to douse.
All right, I'm going to increase the conflagration here. You ready?
Yeah. Granny's on fire too.
Granny's on fire, all the cereals, oh man.
It'll take a Niagara of water to quench this blaze.
That's a bad grease fire right there.
I'd say so.
I think my water method is coming. Hold on. Hear that?
You did.
I did.
Usually on tap for fighting forest fires, there's at least 500 gallons swinging under that chopper.
So it looks like our housefrau had some friends in the fire department.
She did.
No fire!
Fire gone!
Cheating? Maybe. Effective? You bet.
That is just the way I was hoping it would look. Dude, this is nasty.
Yeah, there's cereal all over the floor.
It ain't pretty, but one thing's for sure. The fire has been quintessentially quenched.
And your helicopter guy, he hit the mark.
He hit the bullseye. PJ's the best, man.
For those who wondered if it is ever possible to put out a grease fire with water, the once proud MythBusters Extreme Kitchen is smoldering proof that you can.
This is possible, but you need 500 gallons of water, and you can't have a roof.
Well, I think our work's done here.
I am deeply, deeply satisfied. Let's go home.